Getting myself ready because I'm late. I forgot I was on. I thought it was somebody else and it wasn't, it was me. So I've had to rush around like mad and get ready. I need to probably get that out again, so I might as well keep that out, mightn't I? Otherwise I'm just gonna mess it up. So we'll keep that out for a couple of hours, I think. That's what we'll do. So we can keep all the bitsies and bobsies nice and as they should be. That's what we do. So bear with me, I'm not even looking at anybody at the minute. Right, so who we got? Look at that, Lorna Triquare. Straight away, look at that. Hello, Lorna. I don't know if you're watching on. I'm not able to look at the comments much on the Facebook, but on YouTube, of course, it's there all the time. John, I've just, you're on quick. That was amazing, mate. You're brilliant. Not everybody I find is the same in that confidence levels are not brilliant. But at the end of the day, everybody would agree you were absolutely fantastic. As was Scott earlier on. Scott didn't think he was very good. He wasn't too what's named with his thing, like you probably. But you don't see it from our side. Absolutely amazing, John. And how you managed to keep going, it's brilliant. Thank you so much for going on the extra hour. I know it's pushing you, and I appreciate that. 6 hours you've been on, mate. I mean, that's just a bit mental. You must be starving. I forgot that I thought Steve Fraser was on 5 till 8, and of course, and then I thought I'll come on at 8 till 9, but Steve's not on. He already told me he wasn't on, but I got my days mixed up. So we've got a live auction going on tonight for a solid gold proof, which I'll get out in a bit. Peter Rabbit 2019, which is going to go to someone very cheaply, and at the moment it's up for about up for about what's it up for? £18.20 at the minute, so it's mental. Right, let's have a little look at the old comments. Everybody's there. Look, Popcorn King, thank you, hello. Purple Fairy, nice to see you. Kian, it's John. Digging History of Ashman, hello mate, nice to see you. Patricia Sweeney, hello lovey. Lorna Jacquire, nice to see you too. Chloe, look at that. Global Hunter, Andy Walton, they're all here. Ella, nice to see you. Jamie, John, Will. Poor old John. He's been watching these auctions, John Benson. He's been stuck with us for a few hours. He has over the last couple of days, and he's been half watching these auctions, desperate to have a little bid because some of these coins he wants for his collection, poor bugger can't because he ain't got no 10p's. But if you've managed to get some, John, I'll be back very soon, Ian. Just going to get something to eat. I should think so. A few phone calls. Thanks for the opportunity again in your live stream. It was an absolute amazing opportunity. And for us too. Carol Gibson got my postcards, thank you. Coin Snatcher, new customer here. Nice to see you, Coin Snatcher. Glad you're part of the family. That's great. Make sure also, Coin Snatcher, if I haven't told you before, if you email hectorandian@gmail.com, Hector and Ian, ANDIAN, @gmail.com, and address your message to Matthew and ask him nicely. He will add any playlist of your choosing from your channel to our channel to see if we can get you some extra views. Right, I've just got to move something I'll put down over there. Right, so right then. Well, about too many of those. I've got the Facebook on again. So we're doing 2 live streams at the same time. So don't anybody text me or phone me or anything like that. You just have to talk to me on the message here. Excuse me. So you have to talk to me on a message here. No phone calls, no texts. Otherwise it messes up the old stream. Right, so bit dangerous. I put the wrong shirt on as well. I was rushing. And This is Fran's favourite, this one. But I'm a bit of a gambler, see? And I figure, because I heard what John was saying and everything, and I figure we won't get to 100 watches. I don't think we'll get to 100 watches. So I think I'm safe with the shirt. So I don't think anybody's going to be having this off my back tonight. But this is one of the favourites, this is. Evening Silver Limey, nice to see you. John was a A1 host. He blooming well was. Did you get to 3,000? I don't think we have. But if we get to 3,000, then we'll do it. Unable to stay long. Have a great evening. Look forward to seeing the Gold 50p later. You will. Susan Donaldson. Hello, Susan. Nice to see you. Oh, pardon me. Nice to see you. You could have been bidding on this. You want to get hold of your old man and go, the next time you get a load of 10p's, don't you dare give them to Ian. That's what you want to say to him. Shake him up a bit. Right, so obviously I'm going to be chuffing, so we have to do it out of the way. Now I've got to be really careful because I'm on two blooming cameras. Just have a little chuff to start us off. Hello Tony. Katie, hello. Nice to see you. Katie's on her own one, that's brilliant. It's CJ Scott daughter. I'm hoping we're going to get you doing it, Katie. That'd be brilliant. That'd be absolutely brilliant. You'd be a star in the making, you will. And there's not that many, if any, actually. I think the only one I know of is Lady M and Dean's wife, My Family Collects, the two of them that do it. I have to go out to see my mum, so if you need to comment, I won't be able to. That's all right, Purple Fairy. You go and give your mum, see your mum, give her a big kiss from us. Bit of love out of a bucket, and tell her I said hello. Right, so let's get off with something, shall we? Let's get off with something. What are we going to get off with? Now then, I know. Shall we start with, what should we start with? I don't know if I've got any moderators on. Have I got anyone moderating for me? I don't know. I probably haven't, have I? So we've got to be careful then. We've got to be careful. Got to make sure I keep all my notes up to date and everything, so I know where I am. And we haven't had anybody over here, have we? No. Right. So, what have I found? I've got a 40th anniversary of the coronation in a little box, £5 coin. Chris Diet is doing tea, give him 2 minutes. No worries, take as long as he likes. Lorna, he's been doing brilliantly. What I'll do, I'll catch up with Chris tomorrow if he can over the phone or something, so that we can sort out that other bit. So we've got a £5 coin, that's one side. Right, got it. See, that's one side. And the opening bid is 10p. One coin. Opening bid, one coin. In a box, nicely. Right. So, who's starting us off? Jamie Marriott. It's not silver. Isn't that a crown here? No, it's not, Ron, actually. It's a £5. 1953 to 1993 is the date on it. So it's a 1993 £5 coin. And it was in 1990 they started making £5 coins. So before 1990 they're all 25p face value. After 1990 they're £5. And this one is a £5. So 1953 to 1993. And you can see £5 on this side, written at the bottom. Right? So, pucker pucker. I haven't opened it. I don't even know if you can open it. Might not be able to. I'm sure there is a way of opening it. Yeah, there is. It's one of them funny ones. Popcoin, hello Popcoin King, hello Tennessee. Kean's in with 2 first. Popcoin King came in with 2 as well. Jamie Marritt's come in with 3. So 30 pence bid so far. Jamie Marritt's come in with 3 coins. Brian Wydell, is that for me? Hello Brian. Hello Cal. Nice to see everybody. Pat's piling pennies as well. Hello Pat, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Are you doing the pennies? I presume you're American, are you? So you do the pennies over in America? I sell quite a lot of American pennies. We used to, before the pennies came off eBay. It opens that way, look. One of them. Yes sir, she says, absolutely, yeah. Cool, excellent. Well, we're the go-to place when you want to buy a wholesale English coin. You come and see me. Young Coin Hunter, have you a shout out? So here I am. That's very nice from Young Coin Hunter, and a big thank you to Young Coin Hunter. Have a little subscribe if you like Tennessee. If we hit 3,000 subscribers, I was going to try and do it in John's show, but if we hit 3,000 subscribers, in case you missed me, I'm here. Hello, Chris. What we do, that other 5, right? Keep hold of that text and that, and what we do is we'll just go over that tomorrow. I've got to let the dog in, but maybe if we can have a catch up with a phone or something like that, and then you can explain it to me and I can get it right. Come on then. Don't walk all over the envelopes. Go on. Up. Right. So as you can see, look, I can't show you on Facebook, but I can show you, look. And you see all the envelopes all over the floor. They're all the bandit envelopes, they are. All the regular bandits there. I noticed. So now if we get up to 40 watchers, and we've got 31 likes. No, we haven't. We've got 30 watchers and 21 likes. So what we do is we'll auction off one of these, which is a silver proof. Look at that glinting. I haven't took it out because I got told off yesterday for touching one, quite rightly. So that's a 1994 silver proof. Nice and heavy it is. It's quite heavy. And it is the Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, birth of Princess Elizabeth, $5. See the back? So that was the birth of the Queen. No, it wasn't. 1994. Birth of Princess Elizabeth, whichever one that was. I lose track, I do. I mean, I like the fact that we've got a royal family, but I can't keep track of them. There's too many of them. There are. Got it? Nice. Beautiful. So, 40 watchers, and we'll auction that off starting at 10p. Sorry, beg pardon. So, for the Facebook. Beautiful. Shiny. As it should be, nice. Right, so that's sitting here if we get to 40 watchers. If we don't get to 40 watchers, I might put that in my own box and not let you have it. Because I'm like that sometimes. Right then, so what we'll have a little do is we'll have a little countdown. So I'll count down, and unless I see a bid coming, you'll have to be flexible. I don't want to get in any trouble if I go it's over and a bid's come in. Well, it's going to have to be tough. You know what I mean? Not meaning that to be rude. You're just going to have to go, all right, I missed out. Because if they come in at the last second, sometimes we can't see them. Fran will love that when she's back. Yeah, she will. None of that turns her on really. She's not into coin collecting. She doesn't like silver. If she did, she'd get. Where's my cup of tea gone? I forgot my cup of tea. Wait a minute. I'm closing that other one down in a second. In fact, are you back, Chris? That was you at your dinner quick. Are you all right to do a countdown on that then, Chris? And we'll do a countdown on that. We're up to three coins for that. Right, nice sealed in the box, nice and shiny. £5 coin, 1953 to 1993, and it's up for 30p at the moment. And hello, Warren. And if we could get a, that's brilliant. Thanks, Chris. Hello, Madeline. Nice to see you. Popcorn King is in at 4, and I'll just go and get my cuppa. Right, that's it. Come on. You're too early for a treat, mate. You ain't getting one at 6:30. It was going to be a cup of tea, but I went out to get my cup of tea that I thought I'd made, and I hadn't made it. I put the tea bag in a cup, put the water in, and left it there. That's the third one in a trot I've done, so I thought, no, that's it. Time for this. Time for a weekend treat. Little weekend treat, it's what everybody needs. Oh yeah, for everybody else that's watching, what we're doing is the bidding for all the auctions that we're doing tonight. Your money's no good, right? Tonight your points are no good, your money's no good. So you can forget about your points, you can forget about your money. All that money you've got in your purse, it's no good tonight. The only currency we're accepting tonight is A to Z 10p's. So you bid 1 coin, 2 coins, 3 coins. And then when you have to pay me, you have to send them, so you send them on Monday, right? And then when you send them to me, I'll send you the stuff, so that's the trade. But you're bidding in actual coins, right? And if you're going to go off and like some people have been doing, going off on eBay, buying bags of hundreds of coins and all of that so they can do some bidding, that's great, no problem. And I will, you know, give you a little bit of time to send me the coins. So you ain't got to worry about, oh, if you ain't got them in tonight, you can't bid. Well, if you go on eBay and buy a bag of 100, if there's 100 for sale, for example, or Facebook or Amazon or whatever, It will take a few days to get delivered to you. No sweat. Just let the dog out again. It's being a pain, aren't you? Just took him out for a walk as well. Tom has joined us over here. Oh, John's over there as well. That's all right, Lorna. You know, have a little look. Go and have a little look around. See if you can buy a bag. Might be able to buy a bag cheap enough. Last night, Jamie bought a couple of bags at 40 quid. And I've been telling people, at the moment, you can buy the A to Z coins on eBay or Amazon cheaper than you can buy them off me. Go and look on another site. Look on the sites that, you know, are not very busy. Like, what's the English site? eBid. eBid is the English site, EBID is the English one, and then you've got another one, American site, which is called Bonanza, Bonanza. Might have someone advertising them on there, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. The current bid for the solid gold proof is 182. What's the rarest coin you have? The rarest coin. Do you know what? I'd love to answer that question, but I honestly can't, because I can't tell you. I've got loads of rare coins. I've got over 100,000 coins in total. So, couldn't tell you which one's the rarest. I've got some that I know are rare. In fact, I'm just going to nip and get a nice choice coin worth bidding on. Sorry about that. I've just remembered I've got a choice coin here that not many of you will have in your collection if you're into 50p's. Not many of you will have one of these, and this is a super rare coin, this is. Sorry, I'm not watching. Oh, did we get a winner for that, by the way? For that crown? Sorry, who won the crown? Better do that. Not the crown, the £5 coin. I keep calling it a crown. Who won that? And how much for? Hello, Mr. G. Nice to see you. It's not won yet. It's up to 182, I think. So, who are we up with? Patricia Sweeney, is it, that won? Patricia Sweeney for 10. Okay, Patricia, so you've got the idea. So go and get a bit of paper, just in case you bid any more. You've got to send me 10p's. Any year, 2018, 2019, don't matter. And any letter, so it don't matter if they're all the same letter. Give me all Z's, all V's, all A's, it doesn't matter. Right? You got it? Patricia Sweeney for 10. Hello, Ocean's Gems. Alright, so for 10, so we need an envelope because that's your first one tonight. So you got that, haven't you, Patricia? So essentially that's just cost you £1. If you're lucky enough to find those 10p's in your change, that's just cost you £1. And Patricia Sweeney. Bang on. Everybody over there got it? We're off and running. So my rarest coin is a very difficult one to answer, but here's a rare coin, and you can start bidding on it. And I'm sure as I start talking about this coin, the bids will go up, right? So what we've got here is a 1982 Ireland 50p coin. EIRE it says on it. And I would go and pick one that's all sealed up. What's a wallet? How to use a toothpick as a pair of scissors. Hello Stefan. Olans. How do you bid on the gold coin? Okay, so how to bid on the gold coin. The A to Z 10p's, that's how you're bidding. So at the moment, like he's just put up, the bidding is up to 185. The bidding is up to 185. Who's winning then at 185? Because I've got Steve Fraser at 182. So who's winning at 186 then? Or 185? That's brilliant. Hannah's Coin Hunts. She's uploaded a video of the Gruffalo. That's fantastic. No knife, no, not tonight. I'm too dangerous with a knife. Coin Snatcher 186. Okay, very important we get this right. Coin Snatcher 186. Now then, Patricia, this is a super rare coin, and I went through a stage of I kept this in the search on eBay, and every single time a coin come up, I bought it. I sell these for £75 each. So if you've got some of these and you've got them cheap, you know, and you didn't know that it was a rare coin, well, now you're finding out it's a rare coin. Done just to plug this channel. Brilliant. That's fantastic, Hannah. Thank you. So that's exactly right, Olans, except when you write it, you don't need to put A to Z coins. You put the number 190 and then put the word gold proof. And then everybody knows that's what you're bidding on, right? So just put the number of coins and the words gold proof. If anybody wants to bid on the gold proof, you put the number of coins like he just did, 190, and then put the words gold proof. And then everybody knows you're bidding on that. And Warren's just going to put a link up for the gold proof, so you can actually have a look at the gold proof, like as a proper picture, although that is spanking in the box, but you can't see it on the camera. So that looks like Olans, right, so I've got to write your name down, Olanzip MK2, Olanzip MK2 190. Okay, What coin is it in? I picked up a 1983 Bunce year set in fantastic condition from a car bought route today for £2. That's good. That's good. You know, because I would sell the 1983 probably 50p for about, if it's the Irish set, I would sell that for about £8 on its own. You know, maybe a bit, you know, depending. But this one is super rare. Let me tell you why it's super rare. This is the one that you won't find very often. Go and look for it now. You might find one or two on there for £20, but that's about, you won't find many on there. Don't you worry about it, Hannah. That's fine. Got a lovely mugshot. So, what was I saying? Yeah, 1983. Now, why is this so rare? I'll tell you for why. Even the Irish Mint can't give you a definitive mintage figure for this coin. No one can actually give you a definitive mintage figure for this coin. And the reason that they can't give you a definitive figure, I've talked about this on video before, is because in 1981 they minted the 1981 50p. It's got a little, it's got the harp on it, right? So you'll look at it as a basic one and you'll go, oh, I've got that. You'll say, oh, I've got that. See the birdie thing on it. Right. So in 1981, they made the 1981 50p, but part way through 1981, towards the end of 1981, they started minting, no, beg your pardon, getting it asked about face. Right, so 1981, they're minting the 1981 50p, and they carried on minting the 1981 50p into 1982. So they were in 1982 and they're still minting the 1981 50p. Then they changed and they started stamping 1982 on it. And then before the end of the year, what happened was they started making 1983 50p's. So there was only a small portion of the year in 1982 where they actually stamped 1982 50p's. In the first part of the year, they're stamping 1981 still, and at the second part of the year, they've gone off the 82s and they're minting 1983. And absolutely no one, not the Irish Mint, not the Irish government, absolutely no one can give you a definitive figure on how many of these went into circulation. That's why the 1982, if you carry on searching eBay and you take Uncle Ian's advice and write that down, you put it in your favourite search or whatever in the eBay so that they email you when one gets listed. And what I'll do, the moment one got listed, I bought it. Got listed, I bought it. Got listed, I bought it. And I sell these for 75 quid each. And I won't sell them for less, really, because they are so hard to come by. So if you see one on eBay now for 20 quid, you know, go and buy it. And if Patricia Sweeney's got 5 of these, then good luck, girl. You know, if you didn't know you had a rare one, they are 1982. Got it? And that's why. Only minted in the middle of the years. So, opening bid, 110p. And it goes for what it goes for. If you win it for 10p, you win it for 10p. You know, so be it. But that's your next auction. Ella says, wow, that actually sounds like an interesting coin. It is. There are people that once they've got a picture in their album, they don't want it again. So if, you know, some people have got the picture of that bird in their album with the harp, you know, they're not bothered. But other people want one of every one. And if you want one of every one, that's why that one is so hard to find. You know. And don't let anybody tell you that that coin is not worth money. I know that coin's worth money. Kean's in at 1. Popcorn King's in at 2. There we go. And we won't mess about. Absolutely. There you go, Chris. Chris is straight in there, counting it down. Let's not mess about. Have some bargains tonight. Like, remember that weekend where all you bandits had a really good weekend? Well, you can have, you know, you're having another one now, but just in a different way. And by the way, I'm going to keep this going all week, and we're going to drop off the voucher giveaways. I've done the marketing for that. The marketing for that has worked how I wanted it to work. That's fine. So that's going to come away now. We ain't going to give money away forever. Not on everything. We give it away on that, and then we'll give it away on that, and we'll do something on that, and we'll do something in different ways. See, so I'll be cancelling the old giveaways off, the voucher codes off, and we'll be doing more of this for the next week or two. We'll be doing a lot of auctions with 10p's, and we'll see how that goes. See whether the market's going to dry up in that, whether the market, you know, see how many all you lot have got that you're still squirreling away. I bet if I put an auction up for Benjamin Bunnies in payment, you'd all be in there like a ferret up a drain pipe. I've been meaning about coming to see you, Mr. G, only because I've got a cousin in Potters Bar. And every time I think about Potters Bar, I think of my cousin, and now I think of you. Ever since I saw you do the video, so and I keep thinking I must go up there see my cousin. I haven't seen her in years. And if I get out that way, I must give Mr. G a shout. Olan Zip Mark II has bid 200 coins for the gold proof. Olan, do me a favour, would you? So I can write it down on here. Would you please just text me your name again? I know you've been through this process before, and I apologise, but it is so difficult to try and remember everybody's name when they use usernames, and then try and remember. And I've already made a couple of mistakes, so if you don't mind, just text me. I won't be able to answer your text, but I'll see it. So don't put anything else in the text, just put your name in the text for me. That's all I need. And then I know I'm putting this down too. And just for information purposes, you know, I know a lot of you are, you know, getting excited with the bidding for the gold proof and all the rest of it. And, you know, and I know it's fun when you're bidding, right? You know, and it's like 170, 171, 172, and everybody's enjoying that. But trust me on this, it's not going to go for anywhere near 200. You know, you might as well be banging in bigger bids, because you ain't going to get it for the small bids. I can promise you that. Yeah, we've got to get this right, Olan. Otherwise, what is your mobile number, Ian? It's 07 401 008 004. 07 401 008 004, and it's about time you put them in your contacts. Just looked at these 1982 Ireland coins, but they all have a fish on the reverse. (1982), is it an I one? EIRE, Ireland, Southern Ireland. That's one side, and you can see the date on it, look, 1982. And then on the other side you got that birdie thing. Do you see it? Ian, can you ask how much, if anyone knows the value of a Festival of Britain from 1951 is worth? It's a crown piece in a box. Yeah, go to my site and search Festival or Festival of Britain and see how much I'm selling it for, Scott. That's what I always say to people. I don't know if it's a lot. Maybe up in the 20 quid area, I don't know. Have a look, see what I'm selling it for. Coin cupboard 200 for the gold proof Peter. Sorry, coin cupboard. As you coming in at 200 thinking, yeah, I'm going right in there at 200. You're outbid, mate. It's already at 200. Go and count up a few more. Not bad for a man who only had 7. Hey, Andy. Andy in the cupboard yesterday talking about this bidding. Oh, I've only got 7. I've only got 7 coins. I didn't get many when we went down to the mint. I wasn't like you lot. I never rinsed the tills at the mint. Yeah, he was up a ferret up a drain pipe. I was saying that yesterday. Faster than Superman he was. I know, Andy. You need to be coming in with only seeing them with officials. So don't know about that. Don't know about that. I do know about this coin. Don't know about the other one, but this is one I do know about. Like I always say, Jack, I don't know about every coin, you know. But there is, over the last 7 years, there's a certain amount of knowledge that I've got, and that's a choice bit of my knowledge that I haven't bandied about that much, but you know. Trying to watch Christopher Collects live too, can't keep up. Do us a favour, Andy, send him one of them 199 texts. I'll give you the money back. Send him one of them 199 texts for me and tell him Great British Coin Hunt's auctioning off the gold Peter Rabbit, 10p's. He might give us a shout out, he might not. And it's mine, Popcoin King says. No, it's not Popcoin King. At the moment, it's Oland's. Did you get my number, Olan? Send me that text so I can put your name down. So, there you go. And so where did we go with the bidding on this? Let's count this one down if we haven't already. Who won? Oh, you won it. How much did you win it for, Stevie B? I missed it. Popcoin King. Oh, for 2. For 2? You won that for 2 coins? Oh, I ain't putting another one of them up. Well done, though. 2 coins. Well done, Stevie B. Well done. That was a serious bargain for you as far as I'm concerned. You've just got that for 20p. So that was a touch, Stevie B. Two. We've added it, Stevie B. I'll just go and put it in your parcel. Steve's parcel. That one. That's it. That's in your package. Well done, Stevie B. Yeah, you had a result there. Like I said, I won't pull one of them out again because that was too much for bargain. That was. I thought that would go for about. I thought that would go for about 10 or 15 actually. So I'm surprised there. Right, let's give Andy in the coin cupboard a bid, shall we? Andy Walton just bought an IR 50p 1982 off eBay. How much you pay, Andy? 20 quid? 15? And Scott, if you're on and you haven't got one of those, let me know, because I know you've got most 50p's. But if you haven't got one, let me know, and I will give you one of them for being my brilliant taxi driver. Wow. See, I just don't have the time anymore. If I had the time, there's no way that you would get that, Andy. There is no way on earth you would get that. I would be straight in there and buy that. I wouldn't mess about. I'd buy every single one I could get my hands on. And I set myself a price as well. It's like, if it's less than 20 quid, I'm buying it. Because remember, I like to go 3 times if I can. So if I buy it at 20 quid, put it up for 75 quid, I'm happy with that. That's a good markup for me. It's, you know, quite a brilliant markup for me if I get it for less than that. Yeah, it's a wicked investment, Andy. You know, that was how I used to work it. I pick a coin, and then when I pick a coin, yeah, Olan, thanks. I've sort of got your text, but I can only read the first line, and your name ain't on the first line. So send me another one. Just send me another text, and all I want you to do is just put your name in the first line. I've got all the other information. Victor Peach. Hello, Victor Peach. Be nice. So yeah, that's a wicked investment. That's what I used to do. If I found it less than 20 quid, I would buy it. Alright, next one is a Buncey Buncey. Right, ready? Buncey Buncey volleyball we got now. Buncey Buncey volleyball. Andy will be in there with a bid. Lovely, perfect condition, as you can see. And the opening bid is 10p, 1 coin. Some of those Irish 50p struck with the fish die should have been Swift. Oh, is that the name of the bird, the Swift? So we have 2 straight in with Kean. Popcoin King's out the bidding, he went in too low. Jamie Marriott is at 3. Popcoin King is at 4. Dragon Lord Coins tried to come in at 4.5. But Popcoin King is in there. Warren, back shortly, being ordered to call my family collects, hope I'm not in trouble. Jamie's in at 5, beat Coin Cupboard, Coin Cupboard's in at 6, Coin Snatcher, I'm from Ireland. Well, Mr. Coin Snatcher, you know, you're missing a trick if you're not picking up all them 50p's. And Chris has started counting that down already. Look at that, 20, 19, and we're in with 7 with Jamie. 7 coins so far we're in with. So let's write this one down. Don't forget to send me that other text, Olan. Just put your name on it, nothing else. Bunce, volleyball, and this is going to go in a second. Jamie Marriott's in with 7, and we're counting down 16. Coin Cupboard's in with 8. Coin Cupboard's in with 8. I have a feeling that's going to go in Andy in the cupboards envelope. Look at his comment there, Andy in the cupboard. I have got 7 from the mint, he says. Yeah. He's a magician too. He gets down to 2, and then he goes and puts them in the cupboard. He does his coins in, closes the door. He says something in Scottish. He opens the door and it's turned into 7 again. Then he has a bid, buys something, leaves 1 or 2 in the cupboard, goes out the cupboard, says something Scottish, goes in the cupboard, 7 again. It's amazing. Jamie married a Chief Bandits on 9. I bet Jamie has spent 70-80% of the day looking for 10p's and snapping up everything he could find. Coin Cupboard's out, he's crying. Gone. Jamie, 9 to you, mate. Right, Jamie Marriott's box. And are we up to 40 watchers yet? Look at that, 2 more watchers, and I put that up. 2 more watchers. 2 more watchers and we put that up. Oh, I see. I beg your pardon. That is your name. What a Wally. I do apologise. Right. I'm assuming that is your name, Olan Zip. Yeah, that's your name, Olan Zip. So you are registered on our site, you are a customer, I'm making sure of that. Because obviously if you ain't registered on our site, you know, then it's going to be a bit difficult. Mind you, for the purposes of this one, I don't suppose it matters because I won't be sending the gold proof until whoever wins it sends me the 10p's. So for the purposes of this, I guess it doesn't matter whether somebody's Shane Lonergan. That's what I wanted. Thank you. Shane Lonergan. Lonergan. Okay. 200. Yeah. No, no. Right. So where was we? 2 watches, and we put that up. I've got to put that in Jamie's pile. Yeah, we'll do this one quickly. There's another one in one of them boxes. Slides somewhere. There you go. Slides. Bloody things. Right. 1990 to 2000. This was commemorating the Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. 1990 to 2000. £5 coin. £5 coin, and you can win that with 10p. Right, bit away. Stevie B's in with one already, and there you go. And let's not mess about. Chris, you can go in and count it down while I put this other one away. Jamie Marriott. Oh, yeah. I think. Right then. How are we doing? Popcorn King's winning it with 3 at the minute. Down to 14. Counting down. 41 watchers. Aye, aye, Captain. 41 watchers. And we're counting down 12, 11, 10, 9. Winning it at 3 with Stevie B. Popcorn King. 8, 7, 6. By 3, going once, going twice, and by the look of it, it's gone. Stevie B. Cal Frosty says, Ian, what do you think about the Royal Mint cufflinks? I think the same about the Royal Mint cufflinks as I think about Change Checker and their scarcity index. You know, I think it's a good idea. But it would have been nice to have talked to me instead of just copying my idea and running with it and nicking it and not even saying thank you for the idea, both of them. You know, they both nicked the idea from me. Change Checker nicked the scarcity index from me after I brought out my mintage guide. And the Royal Mint have done the same with the cufflinks, you know. However, that said, look on the positive side of that, as I always try and do, not the negative. And look at it from the point of view that the Royal Mint are now advertising 50p's on cufflinks, and that message will get through to the cufflink manufacturers. As that message gets through to the cufflink manufacturers, people like me, Dragon Lord Coins, and all of you other people, small dealers out there, cottage industries that are selling 50p's and £2, your market will go up. You'll start selling more coins because more manufacturers will buy them. So in a way, it's a good thing. But I just think it's cheeky, and I'd like them to have, you know, talked to me about it first. Hello, RJ. Hi Ian and the gang, just to say I'm planning my first live stream practice tomorrow for about an hour, starting for about 10. Hope that's all okay. On mine, RJ, yeah, that's fine. Coin cupboard. Andy in a cupboard is bidding 201, the Muppet, on the gold proof Peter Rabbit. See, you're going to have me writing millions of bits of paper, aren't you, Andy? You know. And cupboard 201. I'll get you back, Andy. Right. Shady though, Cal says. Yeah, it's shady, but what do you expect? I don't expect any more from them, pardon me. You know, I mean, let's face it, they took advantage of me when everybody thought I was dying. So if your ethics are that way, then you've got no ethics, have you? And I like to think my ethics are a little bit more on the ball than that. Ron M, yes Ron, they do. He's asking about the cufflinks. They do. They've been advertising the Stephen Hawkins silver proof, limited edition of 250. They've pinched my limited edition idea as well, because I was going to make a limited edition of each one, or trying to, and come up with the COA and everything, and they've pinched that idea off me, the buggers. No coin snatcher, they're actually using the coin. They're advertising, they've put the silver Stephen Hawkins on cufflinks. 250 of them, limited edition. Right, what are we on now anyway? Ain't we auctioning something? What did I do next? When we're doing the £5 coin, who won a £5 coin? Did we have a winner for the £5 coin? You was doing that while I was putting that one in. Popcoin Stevie B with free. Stevie B with free. He's up to 90. And £5, 2003. 30 pence. 30 pence takes a. Oops. You get to see what people like, don't you? Get to see what you're all into. Stevie B obviously likes his £5 coins. Got Andy in a cupboard. He likes his Olympics. Now then, shall we? I promised you at 40 watchers, right? Now if we get to 50 watchers, I'll find another silver proof and I'll put it up. And at 60 watchers, if we get to 60 watchers, I've got a Paddington Bear somewhere here in a big yellow box. Paddington Bear silver proof, which I'll find in a minute. At 60 watchers, right? But for now, this one. Opening bid, one coin, off you go, 1994. New Zealand. $5. Heavy. And it's the birth of Princess Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. $5. It's got a date 1926 on it, so there's obviously something significant between 1926 and 1994, right? But it's heavy silver. And the opening bid is just 10 pence. 10 pence. Carol Gibson's in at 1, Jamie Marritt's in at the Chief Bandit with 3. So we'll let that one run for a sort of, 10 minutes or so. We won't count that down yet. That can run in the background because it's a choice item, right? We get up to 50 watchers, I'll do another one. In the meanwhile, so let's see. From now on, that's it, like it, yeah. The number 4 and then $5. That's pure, perfectly right. Ocean's Gems, that works. Right, so put that in because we're going to have 2 going. So that's going to go in the background. Ocean Gems winning it at the moment with 40p. 40p. And what I love about this idea is it the ones people out there that are lucky enough to have gone to the post office and got themselves a couple of bags, and therefore these coins only cost them 10p, well, you know, touch. Popcoin King's in at 5. And Popcoin King, everybody put SP, that'll probably be quicker than finding the $sign. So put SP. So you bid space SP, so we know that it's the silver proof. Alright, because I'm now going to put something else up. I'm now going to put up a Peter Rabbit thingy. Remember, a load of these was I put a £500 mystery parcel together, and these came out of it. All this stuff you're seeing came out of a £500 mystery parcel. Stutch. Hi Ian, I quite like the £5 coins in a way, sort of getting into them. Cheers for the other day, mate. Good evening all. Hello Stutch, nice to see you, mate. Right, so Popcoin King's in with a 5 bid for the silver proof at the moment, right? So, have a bid on this, and this is the one that will count down once the first bid's in. So the moment one of you bid 10p for that, and A to Z 10p, we will count it down. And there you go, Ron's in at 1 for the Peter Rabbit. So SP for the silver proof, PR for the Peter Rabbit. And he's counting it down. Coin cupboards come in at 2. I'm going to light a bag. I think you might be. I think you might be just shuffle this in there, because I think you might be just a little bit unhappy because you haven't come for a cuddle, have you? I know, that's what I thought. I thought you was. I had a feeling as well. We'll chuck all that in there. Got some juicy stuff there. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. So where are we? So Ocean's Gems is in with 3 at the moment. 3 coins, and we're down to 11. She's going to win that for 30p. You're going to let somebody win that for 30p? Are you going to let somebody win that for 30p? Do you have any silver proof alphabets, Ian? I might have to go on the hunt though. So maybe when Warren comes on, I could go off and have a look, see if I can find one. I might be able to find one. If I can find one, I don't mind putting one up tonight. Going, and it's gone by the look of it. And Craig P. could do with knowing what what the P stands for, Craig. So if you don't want to say on the message, send me a text. So what was that? A Peter Rabbit. That was cheap. That was cheap. That was cheap. That was. So who do we want? Craig. Hello, Si. So, I know it's Craig. I need to know Craig what. And it's your first one, Craig. So you did Pendleton. And you know the rules, Craig. You've got to send me now. Get a bit of paper. Go and get a bit of paper. Write it down. You've got to send me. I've got a tally. You can have your own tally. Hello, Mick. So, hello, Constanta again. So, write it down. You've got to send me 4 coins on Monday, right? Or as soon as you get them, if you're buying them off eBay or Amazon or whatever, and you need a few days, that's no problem. Okay, so let's put that in your. What did we just put in your box? That one. So we need an envelope for Craig. Craig Pendleton. Hello, Si. What's going on here then? Okay, so for all the Ian, you need the message. Ian, you need the messages accurately. What do you mean I need the messages accurately? So sorry, Beans. What happened? Horrible day. My girlfriend of 3 years broke up with me earlier. Ouch. Oh, I'm sorry about that, mate. That's always a bit of a nightmare. The only thing I can tell you about that, not that when something like that happens, you want someone like me going, oh, it'll be all right, but the only thing I can tell you about that is being someone that's been through something like 6 relationships. This is my longest relationship and it's lasted 20 years. So I'm 56. So up until the age of 36, you know, I was still getting involved with relationships and still going through the breakup and one thing and another. And as, you know, as bad as it is and as hurtful as it is and as costly as it is, as much of a nightmare as it sometimes feels, I absolutely guarantee you, you will come out the other side. There is no can, you will. Because no matter what happens, you've got to get up tomorrow. You know, time ain't going to stand still. You've got to get up tomorrow, you've got to get up next week, and you've got to carry on. And if you need a chat sometime, give me a ring. Not now, obviously, but give me a bell, and I'll be more than happy to have a chat to you, mate. You know, because it's a crap time. Olands is in with 215 for the gold Peter Rabbit. Andy in the cupboard. You need to do a little bit of your magic. Olands. Shame. How many did I say? You will, mate. You'll be all right eventually. Besides which, we'll have a few natters on the phone. So what was we on? 215. Now get on with your bids. Quite right, Bean. Quite right. Is 1988 paper money worth anything in Dominican Republic? Everything is worth money. Every denomination of every single bit of currency in the entire world is worth money. When you say is it worth money, do you mean is it worth money, or is it just worth money? Everything's worth money. You know, and any paper note, in my opinion, doesn't matter. I've proved it over and over again. I've bought paper notes for 20 pence each off someone at a car boot sale and sold them for 15 quid. So Every paper note's got money, and if you're not sure what to charge for it, put the make an offer button. And if it don't sell within a month, then you know you're probably a bit overpriced. Andy in the cupboard, he's saying to Olan, how many coins have you got? He's trying to suss out his competition. Stut says, you've got a gold Peter Rabbit. How many are there, Ian? Sorry, just turned in, champ. They are about 300 of them ish, I think, something like that. Where is it? There it is. There's a box. There's the coin. I've got it in stock. It's here in front of me. That is it. It's in stock. It's here. It's ready to go. Don't worry, I won't touch it. But that's about as close. I can't take the plastic off the other side because this is the way it's come out, and otherwise I've got to physically touch the coin, and I don't want to touch the coin. So all you're going to get is the head side. From that's nothing covering it. No plastic, nothing. Right? No. Beautiful gold. Oh, sorry, Casper. The other side, because the plastic's the other way around. Oh, mate. Big body. Let's see if we can get you up there. It's alright, stay there. Yeah, then. Come on. Up. Sit. Now you're going to have your face right in front of that camera. How are we going to go? Do you want to come and cuddle me, or do you want to sit down on your own? Like that. It's a bit like that, look. We've decided tonight. It's going to be a bit like that. And that's the other, that's my phone. So he's going to be a bit like that until he gets a little something. He's missing mum, that's what it is. So there you are, it's there. And it's ready to go. And I absolutely promise you, as crazy as this might sound to every single one of you out there, no matter what this goes for, the winner's going to get this. And they will get this within days of me receiving their coin. And I hope, obviously, that it does go to a coin tuber. That's my hope, because if it goes to a coin tuber, there's going to be videos done of this, and they're going to be like trappy. They're going to be telling everybody, you know, and they're going to be doing it on video, and they're going to get loads of hits because they can actually say they bought it for X amount of whatever pence. You know, people won't believe them. And whoever wins this, look at this way, whoever wins this has got a guaranteed, absolutely guaranteed million hits to their video channel. Have you thought about that, Andy? Because imagine you go on you do a video, anybody does a video and says, I just bought a Peter Rabbit 2019 solid gold proof for £2.60, for example, £6.40, whatever it is. That video is going to be guaranteed to get a million hits within 2 years, probably within 6 months. But that's what I think. Marketing, see. Everybody loves Casper. Hello, Reef. Nice to see you. Yeah, may I send you a text message? Have a question to ask, not to be read live. The only way you're going to be able to do that is if you send me a text message and you only make it one line. And if you've got multiple questions or it's longer, then you're just going to have to send several texts, because look, that's where my phone is. Right, and when a text message comes in, it just comes in as a notification and I can read the notification, but I can't click on it. So, Carol Gibson says 10 gold Peter Rabbit. No, you're way off, Carol, I think. You're way off. We've got a bid of 215 on the gold Peter Rabbit. So you need to make a bigger bid of 215. Or has anybody gone past that yet? Has somebody, did I see 600 there a little while ago? Did somebody bid 600? Or is that, or are they just mucking about? Oh, 600 mintage. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there at the moment just really hoping that nobody comes in and says, do you know what, I'm just going to come straight in at 1,000. Because, think about it, somebody's sitting there with a bag of 1,000 coins, that's only cost them 100 quid. Oh shit. See what I've done now? How do I get it back off? I can't get it off. Facebook. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that. Right, so, see, that's why I can't answer a text. Touch a text, takes me off the screen, it messes it up for everybody. Right, where was we? Silver proof is up to 8. Silver proof is up to 8. Have we got anything else running in the background? What is a 1981 Irish 50p worth? Not as much as a 1982. For things like that, if you want to know what a coin is worth, as it were, look on my site. How much am I selling it for? That's what I value it at. I can't remember them all offhand. And sometimes people think I'm being rude, but I'm not being rude, I promise. I've got over 100,000 coins and I really can't remember every single one of them. There was a time when I could. I'd know the price of every coin I've got, but I can't remember it at the moment. Not anymore, it's far too many. But look on my site and you'll see the actual price, you know, just search Irish 50p and then see what comes up. Carl Gibson can get a 1981 and a 1982 for £5, I'd buy them. Remember, I value the 1982 at 75 quid, so if you can get both of those for a fiver, the person who's selling it doesn't know what they're selling. I'd snap their hand off at the elbow, you know, snap their arm off at the elbow is what I say. Right, so let's just have a little cheeky one. What was we going to have? No, we're doing the silver proof, aren't we? Let's do the silver proof and close the silver proof off. Why not? Now, before we do anything else, right, before we do anything else, let me just, I was coming to it actually, Olan, but you said don't read the question out. And then you went and asked it. So I was just waiting. I was going to subtly bring it in, you see. But now you've brought it up on a thingy. Your money is no good. You cannot bid in money. Don't care how much money you offer me. If anybody out there was to send me a text and say, Ian, I'll give you £2,000 tonight for that gold proof, I would be saying no. Because we've set our stall out, and our stall is, when you bid, you're bidding in A to Z 10p's. Everybody's bidding in A to Z 10p's. So, Olans, the number of coins that you have bid is 215 coins. That's 215 A to Z 10p's. If you haven't got them, or you can't get them, then you shouldn't be bidding. If you've got them, or you can get them, because you can get them over the next week, that's fine. I'm happy with that. I ain't worried. You know, I ain't going to wait months for them because I want to be sending them out to my customers that have waited months. But if you want to go off and buy a load like some of the others are doing, and Jamie and some of the others, and Steve Fraser, they've been off buying coins and one thing and another. I mean, there's a lot of people now watching auctions for the 10p's, you know, that's fine. But you're bidding only in 10p's. That's the only currency I'm accepting tonight. I know it sounds mental, but everybody says so am I. So, you know, I like to do things that nobody expects, and I like to do things that nobody else is doing. Besides which, everything I keep doing at the moment, I keep getting bloody copied for. So, you know, I don't see, if they copy me for this one, then I'm going to be the one with all the 10p's, aren't I? What silver proof is it, please, Ian? It is a New Zealand 1994. Oops. And it commemorates the birth of Princess Elizabeth, 1926, which is wasn't that when the Queen was born? No, it wasn't. Wrong one. Probably the Queen Mother then, is it? 1926. I don't know. But it commemorates the birth of Queen Elizabeth, and it's a $5, nice and heavy, silver proof. Give the bid back to Coin Cupboard. Okay. Right. Andy. Andy in the cupboard, you're winning it now at £20 and 10p. And that £20 and 10p is the value of 210 A to Z 10p's. So okay, Olan, I thought I explained it earlier, but no problem. You got it now. So if the bid goes back to Andy, it was 186. So Andy's winning it at £18.60. Andy, 186. We're going to have some fun with that tonight if a load of people come in and they're not too sure what's going on and bid the wrong way. Ian, get caught up with a trap. I'm trying. Steve Fraser just bid 220. Did he? Poker calls, I'm afraid. Bid 220 for the gold proof. Gotcha, Steve. So Steve Fraser's winning it for £22. £22 he's winning it for, and that's probably the 10p's he got at the mint. And that's a gold proof. Right, this one here. Let's close it off. Close it off, give somebody a bargain. I noticed we was at 49 watchers. We nearly went to 50. You nearly got another silver proof on the bounce. £22 this coin chip. That's your cheapest chips. It is. So you got that one there. Counting down from 19. I thought I needed to get over 215. Is that not the case now? No, because somebody had bid and they made a mistake, so it dropped back down. But it would have gone back up there anyway, Steve. So at the moment you're winning it at 220. And we're nearly done. We'll finish this one off, and then we'll have a little somethings. Down to 3, going, and gone. Who won that? Ron says, I think everyone involved in bidding Ian, included, needs to sync watches because it seems like people are behind each other on the chat and the stream. Don't know how you're going to do that, but right now my watch says just about exactly 25 to 8. So if you want to do that and sync with my watch, that's fine, but my watch shows exactly 25 to 8 right now. Well, actually 1 minute past 25 to 8. If that helps. Stevie B won it for 8. Oh my goodness. Stevie B. That has to be the bargain of the weekend so far. That is definitely the bargain of the weekend so far. People might not be watching live. Be sure you haven't paused. Oh yeah, what I do is I come off, I click on another video and then let that video start for a second, and then I'll go back again and I'll click on it again, and if I click on it again fresh, it will then give me fresh up to date live. So you might want to try that. It's like go off, go on another video, then click back on this video live, and you'll be up to date live. Steve missed all the conversation prior. Well, I don't think it will go for that, Steve. So, you know, take my advice and just leave it there. Leave your bid there. I mean, make it lower if you want, but you'll only be coming back in and going up again, in my opinion. Are you auctioning a Paddington? I'll auction a Paddington when we hit 50 watches, because that's what, no, Paddington is 60 watches. I'll do another silver proof at 50 and I'll do a Paddington at 60. If I'm going to do the Paddington at the Palace, I want a few people watching. So if it goes up to 60, we'll do the Paddington at the Palace. If it don't, I won't. Didn't exactly mean sync watches. Oh, alright then. But yeah. Yeah, it's always difficult, isn't it, on these lives? I don't know a better way of doing it. Chris has slowed it down a little bit. Paddington is in the kitchen having marmalade sandwiches at the moment. Coin Snatcher might get me a beer tonight cheap. You might, if you go and share the page and tell people that this Gold Rabbit auction's going on. And go and tell people, maybe go and make a post, right? And in that post, I know a lot of you probably don't want to make a post because you don't want to invite more people in to bid against you, but you know, it's like a dichotomy in it, because if we don't get the people in, you ain't going to get anything choice like Paddington. You know, I've got some really tasty stuff, but I'm not a lunatic. I'm just a little bit mental, but I'm not a lunatic. So, you know, I'm very careful on what I put up. I've been telling people all from 2 PM, great stuff. You know, so that's what we have to do. So, I mean, you know, if we get 1,000 watches, I've got another gold proof, I'll put another one up. But I can easily say that. I can go, yeah, if we get 1,000 watches, I'll put another gold proof up. But I know we ain't going to get 1,000 watches. So, who won the £5? That the $5, that was Stevie B, wasn't it? Oh, the bandit, he's had me over again, hasn't he? 8. My goodness. Oh, Oh, I feel sick. I feel sick, I do. Caspers. Caspers, I feel sick, I do. Popcorn King, he's just done me up, he has. Like a bandit, he's done me up. You're not bothered. He's not bothered. Right then, so what else should we tempt you with? Let's get Andy in the cupboard, shall we? Shall we get him again? Oh, he probably don't want this, you probably don't want this one, Andy. It's alright, you can go back to sleep. There's a shooting for you. I'm going to go for a Jimmy. So you've got a shooting, opening bid, 1 coin. Got it? Opening bid, 1 coin. Are any of our new friends from the States on? Any way of letting them know we've started again? Not unless John knows a way of letting them know. Right, so and what we'll do is we'll just go straight in with a countdown, Chris, but just make the countdown slower, but we'll start the countdown earlier. How about that? So we'll start the countdown earlier, we'll just make the countdown slower. No need to wait until people have finished bidding. Just make the countdown. They'll finish by the time we count it down, I reckon. So start the countdown when you're ready, and that'll be that. The payment Green Goblin is in A to Z 10p's and only A to Z 10p's. No other currency is any good. A to Z 10p's only. And if anybody fancies doing a bit of moderating for me, let me know, so that it ain't all on Chris's lap. And then as people come in, like, you can remind them, maybe give them links, that kind of thing. Because Warren's not on until later. I'm going with Jimmy, and I'll let Chris count it down when he's ready. Hello, Mum. Carl Jones is watching. Are you still live here? Hello, Carl. Yes, mate. Still live here. We're live here and on YouTube. It's just that I don't address the camera very often on the Facebook, most of the time because it doesn't show many watchers and there aren't many comments, even though we probably get more watchers on Facebook than we do on YouTube. Because if I came off right now, YouTube would show like probably about 300 views, and over there would show about 700. So still here, but I haven't got anybody watching both. Sometimes I've got a moderator that will be in both at once and can handle bids on both, but we can't tonight. So if you want to put a bid on anything, ideally come on YouTube. Go put a comment there, but it is a risk I can't see it. But bidding is only in A to Z 10p's. That's what we're bidding in. So YouTube is the best place to come because that's the camera I'm facing. I'm mainly putting that on just to let everybody know on Facebook that I'm actually on YouTube doing it, if you see what I mean. When we get the Twitch sorted out, we'll be able to run it through all of them. So I think at the moment Andy's in the lead by the look of it. Everyone share to their social media pages, and I'll put another silver proof up at 50 watchers. So we've got 9 left, 9 seconds, counting down to 9. Have a little cheeky smoke. Oh, what's this going to be? This is the, what's this one? Shooting. Shooting. You seen anyone today, Mum? Seen anyone in? Connection available. Not giving me much of a cuddle tonight, are you? Where are we on here? Going, gone. Going. Popcoin King Stevie B with 7. Nationwide coin hunt. We're doing the same thing again. So we've got 7 for that. Stevie B, Popcoin King 7 takes him to 34. Shooting 7. Okay, he says what's up next? Let's put that in Stevie B's. And what's this? I got a shouldn't be. It's not a sealed bag, but so they're a bag of uncirculated Team GBs, which when the next one lot come out, these will probably go up a bit more in value. But they're uncirculated ones. They're not a particularly valuable coin. They're only really a £2.95 coin, really a couple of quid coin. But these are uncirculated, so you know, they've been out for 4 years now. So the uncirculated ones, there's even less of them, if you see what I mean. Anyway, a bag of uncirculated Team GB. All right, that's a 110p coin opening bid. So you got £10 in. So if you win this for 1 coin, you've got a tenner, or you got 20 coins times 3 quid each, 60 quid if you're the likes of Dragon Lord King and you put these up on site at 3 quid each, then you've got 60 quid coming in. So there you go. Nationwide coin hunt. So you put your number of coins as your bid. So if you want to bid 3 coins, you bid, and remember payment is only in A to Z 10p. So you bid 1, 2, 3, and you put after your bid what we're bidding on. So in this case, it's Team GB, right? So, you know, the number 3 and the word team is okay. The number 3 and TGB is okay. You see that, is that? I know, right, excellent. So the bid is with Kian at 3. Oceans at 4. And that's a full bag, even though I've sodded up the bag, but it's a full bag of uncirculated Team GB. right? And I'll just put this in Steve's envelope. Just checking this. Andy in the cupboard. Stevie B must be over there. The ones I think, looking at my bum again. Andy, tell your wife to look away. Right, so that's Stevie B's. Keep him there. Nationwide Coin Hunt's in with 6. Andy Walton is in with 10. So Andy's in with 10 letters. That's £1 for a bag of Team GBs. So the bidding is with Andy, and we've counted down again with it 18. Ha ha, says Andy. She's not watching. She's downstairs. Well, see, my mum always told me, all my life, my mum's always told me I've got a lovely bum. She's always said, you've got lovely legs, you've got a lovely bum. So I have to be careful, you see. Don't want to go exciting, all your wives is, do I? Got to be careful. So when I'm bending over, you've got to keep their attention averted. That's it. That's just what they want to see, is your chops right in front of the camera. I know what you want. It's 10 to 8. You're a bit early. Oceans, Jack, the bid is at 10. And Chris has hit 17, counting down. Wivesies. What breed of dog have you got? Can't tell. It is a Canadian White Shepherd, and I'll tell you a story about that if you want. I'll tell you a little story about the Canadian White Shepherd. Ian, if it's by you, can you show me the US I won yesterday, please? If it's in another room, I will wait till it comes. Global Hunter is Carl. Ah, yes. Where's Carl? There he is. Yeah, I went and got everything, brought it in here. Seeing as Fran's not here, she'd kill me otherwise. It's all over the front room. I don't want to open it, because if I open it I'm going to touch it, Carl. Right? But you've got yourself a lovely coin, mate, honestly. That's 2002. The date should be down there somewhere by my finger. 2002. It's a bit better. And then on the other side, you got that. See? Nice bit of kit. That is what Global Hunter won yesterday. Global Hunter, tell him how much you paid for it in 10p's. It is a stunner, mate. I never put you wrong. Tell him what you paid for it in 10p's. How much you get this for? And I value this, like, if in insurance purposes, full retail and all the rest of it, I value this at closer to 150. How much you pay for it, Carl? 48, £4.80. Carl paid for that, £4.80. Bargain. Was you unlucky, Carl, in the fact that you bought those 10p's at some point, or was you really lucky in that you managed to get them, like, in change or like in a post office or something at face value? Because when I see somebody that's got it for face value, I think that's an even bigger touch. You know what I mean? It's brilliant. I love it. We're down to 7 seconds-ish. Global Hunter says split £30. So 30 of those So he bought 18 of them, 30 of them he found. That's mental. Hello, Caledonian Coins. And Popcorn King thought he was a bandit. 3, 2, going. Up at 10 for that. Going. Coin Cupboard says, I've got all my 10p's for face value, so it's all good. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm over the moon if you've got them for face value and you've bought some of this stuff, because when it gets to you, you're going to be over the moon. Gone. Okay, so it sold for 10. Who did it sell for 10 to? Andy Walton. Oh, it wasn't Andy Walton. It was Stevie B got in there. The 10p's are non-existent. I can't find any, but I don't do coin hunts, just in my change. No, you've got to try and get Green Goblin. You've got to try and get like your little bag of 10p's from the post office. That's where I keep telling everybody to go, post office. Apart from the 10p's I bought from you, Coin Cupboard says. Yeah. So Popcorn King, he's done that. So it's 11, isn't it? Hold on. I got more for that than I did the silver proof. And yet you could sell the silver proof and buy a couple of bags of them. Stevie B. So we've gone up 11 to, what did I just do? Bag of 20 Team GB for 11. Okay. Stevie B, that's yours. And your parcel, all done. Post office bags, Andy, that's what you need, post office bags. I keep telling everybody. The worst place to go for 10p's is Barclays Bank, Lloyds Bank, in fact any of the banks. If you're going to a bank for 10p's, you might just as well be, you might as well spend your entire few hours painting a wall and sitting there and watching it dry. You've got no chance finding any decent amount of A to Z 10p's. No chance. Any of the coin tubers that go out, the minute they open up that coin tubing, if I see they've got that bag from a bank, there's no way they're going to find anything. I know that the minute they start. Ain't going to happen. Post office, you've got a chance. NatWest Bank. Post office, you've got more chance than anywhere else. NatWest Bank, you've got a chance. Barclays, Lloyds, no chance. NatWest sometimes gets a new coin. Barclays, Lloyds, they're down the list, they don't get it. Coin Cupboard says Christopher only found 1 A to Z in £200 so far. That's probably because Christopher's not taking my advice and he's going to a bank. And any of you that go to a bank, it's just not worth even doing a video if you go to a bank, because you're not going to find, if that's what you're doing the video for, to find A to Z's, and you've gone to a bank to get the coin, to me there's no point doing a video because you ain't going to find anything. You know, it's going to be really, really rare that you'll find something. You maybe 1 in 12 trips or something. It maybe even more than that, because you're only getting 1 or 2 bags at a time. You know, the Barclays Bank doesn't get new coin, neither does Lloyds and a lot of the other banks. They don't get new coin. There's like a chain, there's like a pecking order. That's what it is. It's a pecking order. And in that pecking order, at the top, you've got the people that get the most brand new coin, and that's the post office. And then you go down the pecking order, and way down the bottom are places like Barclays Bank and Lloyds Bank, right at the bottom of the pecking order. So if you're going to those banks, it is a complete and utter waste of time. You know, and you're not doing yourself any favours, really. You need to be forging relationships with a post office and with the right banks if you're going to be trying to do this coin tubing lark. especially if you're chasing certain coins. How can you see where the bidding is at for items? On the, are you able to watch on YouTube, Carl? Could you possibly watch us on YouTube? Because if you could watch us on YouTube, that's where it's all going on, the bidding. Pardon me. I have the Facebook on more to show people, because when Warren's on and he's moderating, he generally keeps an eye on the both, but he's not moderating. He's coming on. He's coming on to do his own live in an hour. So, but I can't. Sorry, Ian. I'm not subscribed. Doesn't matter if you're not subscribed. You can still see us on YouTube. Doesn't matter if you're not subscribed. Would it make more sense to have both the phone? Have the phone next to the screen so you're looking at both at the same time. What you mean, put my phone next to the screen? I don't know how that would work. I ain't got anything I could put it in the phone too. But what I'll do is, if you're interested in making a bid, I'll try my hardest to pay more attention to that. And then, Chris, if you just get ready for me to shout out, because as I go over there, I might shout out and go, Chris, stop, like that, right? Ian, on average, how much will the post office give you? The post office will give me as much as I want, because I have a business account with a NatWest, with the Santander. Yeah, you do. You need a business account with a Santander, because all the Santander bank money goes through to the post office. You can't pick money up from a Santander. You have to pick up Santander money from a post office. Global Hunter, my best is 3 in a bag of £100, but I did £200 a week ago and got none. And yes, it was Lloyd's. Yeah, see, exactly. You're not going to get it. And then you have got post office staff, coin snatcher, doing that with the 10p's, and you can't blame them. You know, they're not on much money, and that, you know, it comes in, they're going to take it, and I buy off them. If I get someone text me and say I've got this, and I know they're from a post office, but I'm not going to say no. And will they give you? They'll give me. You put an order in with Santander, so I'll tell you how it works in a bit. Someone remind me, and I'll tell you how it works. NatWest and which others, Ian? NatWest is the bank really you want to get rid of it in because of the machine. But NatWest does have decent coin from time to time. We've had like brand new bags of £2 coins out of there. But they are the two best places, NatWest and the post office, that I have personally found in 7 years. The princess says, I changed the Peter Rabbit 50p into a change machine as part of the circulation and got an O for Oak Tree. I gave and I received. Excellent. See you later, Green Goblin. Mick, was it you said yesterday they found a sealed bag of A to Z both years and hardly any duplicates? Yeah, I think it was Mick. And if he hasn't sold them, then he's probably still got them. Yes, it was Warren. Yeah. Oh, so as you're looking forward, you're viewing both screens, and I don't see the side of your head. Plus your dog is plus your dog is deep breathing down the mic. Okay, I'll take it off there. It's just that I have it plugged in over there, so I can put it here until such time as the battery runs out, and then I'll have to put it back. But we'll try it and see how we go. Try that. Is that alright for you, Carl? See how we go with that. And then I can have me chuff. Much better. Or wake the dog up. Yeah. He was right next to his nostrils. Whoops. Let's see, it was. Right. How many A to Z do you find in £100 from NatWest? I don't, because has Casper had his treat? No, not yet. I'll let Casper have a treat in a bit, and we'll do our party trick. So for those of you that have never watched this, our party trick is that Casper will go nuts when he knows he's getting a treat. You look at him now and he's all... But the minute he hears me rustle the bag, or the minute I go out to a particular cupboard, he knows. It's a bit like Andy in the cupboard. Andy in the cupboard knows. As soon as he opens that cupboard, he knows his 10p's have grown. Because remember, he only got 7. Remember? He only got 7. They grow. See? He knows. You go in that cupboard, his treats, they grow. Yeah, he's got piggy in. So, he'll go nuts, and I'll put a treat on the floor, and he won't touch it. And then when he won't touch it, he won't touch it at all until I tell him that he can have it. And he says, I only got 7. So I'll put it down, he won't touch it at all. He's got to be the best behaved dog ever you've seen ever. It's fantastic. And then he'll take it when I tell him to take it. But I won't let him take it until somebody's donated something to the Super Chat, because I'm doing all these auctions and everything, and all the money I'm trying to raise on the Super Chat, and I ain't raising nothing on the Super Chat. Nobody's giving me any money on the Super Chat. So I think we've only had about, well, we ain't had a lot come in for that. What's next on the auction, Ian? Well, actually, Carl, I think, you know, we should give you a little bit of an edge here because you've missed out a bit. So what would you like in an auction? What would you like to see? And give me a choice of, say, 3 or 4 items, and I'll pick one. Give me some, to put something down that you actually want, 3 or 4 items that you really want. And remember, you're bidding in 10p's, and I will pick one. Plenty of £100 bags of 0 in. Yeah, exactly. We're not on one at the minute, are we? No. So, what do you fancy, Carl? And then we'll see what we can do. Popcoin King Stevie B says put up a Wedgwood. But we're going to let Carl choose a few, and I'll pick one of Carl's choices, being as he can't do us on Facebook. So, for Santander, you have to have a business account. You need a business account at the NatWest as well, really. It makes sense. Now, you're not going to want to pay the business charges, but how can I put this? Don't be a tight ass. You know, the only reason you ain't getting a business account is because you're being a tight ass and you're trying to save on the banking fees. Let's be honest, right? Let's just be brutally honest about it. That is the only reason you're not bothering to get a business account, and you don't want them messing about with having a business account and having to do maybe a yearly tax return. But you're still being a tight ass. You're being a tight ass on the time, and you're being a tight ass on the money when you're hoping to look through those bags and find coins worth hundreds of pounds. You know, so you can't have one without the other. So what you've got to do is you've got to open a business account, and you might get away with a personal account at the NatWest for a while. You will get away with it for a while, but then they'll ask you to turn it into a business account and you start putting a lot of money in through it. But you get rid of it in the NatWest because of the machine, put it in your NatWest bank, pay it in, because they don't like you using the machine without paying it in. And then you wire the money. This is what I do. I go online, and then I send the money from my NatWest bank to the Santander. And then I go into the post office and draw out what I want from the Santander, from the post office. Now the post office is about 30 yards away from the NatWest bank, 30 or 40 yards away. And as I'm walking out of the NatWest bank, I'm transferring the money as I'm walking to the post office, so that by the time I get in the post office, the money's in the Santander account, and I just go into the post office and get the change that I want. And you have a change giving card, and they swipe it, and that way they know how much to charge you. Now and again you go in and they don't swipe it. Well, that's the result. You're not going to get charged for that money. As in, you're not going to get charged the commission. You still pay for it, but you're not going to get charged the commission, because it's about 2-3% you're paying. which don't sound a lot, but when you're turning over thousands of pounds worth of £2, it's a lot of money. But I wouldn't waste my time going to the Barclays Bank or Lloyds or Midlands for 10p's. I certainly wouldn't. The account is free. You don't pay for it. Right, a decent Olympic carded, Bunce, Flopsy, Silver Paddington, new range. A Silver Paddington at the Palace, Carl, I'm going to put up if we hit 60 watchers. When we hit 50 watchers, I'll put a silver proof up. When we hit 60, I'll put a Silver Paddington at the Palace up. Carl says, I was stopped at NatWest until I showed them the account T's and C's that states you can withdraw it in UK sterling. I can't see the rest of your message, unfortunately, Carl, because I only see the first bit. But yeah, so Carl's they've refused him, and he's had to say to him, look, you can't refuse me. Here's your terms and conditions. You know, I've had no end of rows when I've gone in banks with the staff, even though I've got a business account. With a business account at a bank, you are entitled to walk into that bank and say, how many 50p's have you got in the safe? I want the lot. But so many people will say to you, oh, we can't let you have them in case one of our customers wants them. And then I would say, I am that customer. That customer that you're waiting for to walk through the door, just in case they want change, that's me right here, right now, and I want all of it. And the amount of times I like to have a manager called, and as soon as I start talking to the managers don't argue, they know. You're entitled to get whatever they've got in the safe. If it's not ordered, someone's ordered it, you can't have it. But if it's not ordered, you're entitled to clean the safe out if you've got a business account. And I did regularly. Yeah, you're right, Cole. It's got no mentions of charges for personal, so you've got them over a barrel there. But, you know, what they can do is they can refuse to serve you and say, no, you've got to get a business account. That's what Barclays did to me. Anyway, let's have something up then, a little lively one just for Carl. A Buncy Olympic. Right, a Buncy Olympic. And that is a sailing. Buncy Olympic sailing. Let's put that up in auction. 1 coin opening bid. It's in one of them cards, and the coin is covered in plastic, so it's perfect condition, right? And it's a 1 coin opening bid. So Kian's up to 2 coins. Andy in the cupboard, he's up to 3 coins. That's his opening bid. So the opening bid at the moment is 30p, 3 A to Z 10p coins. I did say a decent one. Yeah, but if you think that if all you want is the top 4, like football and all of that, I ain't got all them. Carl's up to 5. Kian went up to 4, so Carl's got it at 5 at the moment. And you want me to give him another treat? Jesus Christ, on a bike. Honestly, dog. That is fucking, that is ill. That is absolutely ill. It's like something's crawled up there and died. And you're looking at me like you're wondering what's going on. Jesus. Popcorn King Stevie B's up to 6, Carl. So you're losing at the moment. If it's going to stink, I'll go to 4.5. Right, so Popcorn King is up to 6, and we're starting the countdown again from 20. It'd be great to reach the 3K by the end of this weekend. It would. I don't know how far off we are. How far off are we, John? Nice to see you again, John, and thanks very much for everything you did earlier. Okay, so we're up to 6 A to Z 10p's for the Buncy, and we're counting down. The way Casper was looking at you, Ian, he thinks it was you. Yeah. Yeah, he does. He looks at you as if to say, weren't me. But they all do that, don't they, animals? They look at you with that look on their face as if to say, weren't me. 2930, so we're 70 subscribers away from getting 3,000. Wow. That's pretty good, isn't it? Not bad for a couple of months 2.92 subscribers, yeah. It's not bad for a couple of months. Carl Jones is in at 7. Start the clock again, please. Chris, Carl Jones is in at 7. Bidders on Facebook, Andy in the cupboard says. Well, normally, when I have the Facebook running and the YouTube running, all the comments are on the YouTube and all the interaction is on the YouTube. It's rarely on Facebook. But Jamie Marritt's come in with 8. 8 10p's. Jamie Marritt's in on 8. And the clock started again. But this is the first time somebody's actually said, I can't do the YouTube, can I join in the bidding on Facebook? So I'm trying to be fair and do it. Popcoin King, Stevie B, I've been here since like 60 subs here. And you've been around a long time, haven't you, Stevie? Carl Jones is in at 10, he's fed up messing about. He's got 10 A to Z coins he's going to part with for this. Start the clock. Jamie's still got 10p's left. I'll see after tonight to do YouTube. Yeah, no worries. I don't even think you have to join to watch somebody live, to be honest, Carl. Counting down 2019. I bet Jamie's been on eBay all day, buying all the 10p's. 18. So we're counting down. Little chuff. Counting down to 15. We've got Facebook and both going on at the same time. Some of you watch us on both at the same time. I see you come on there and it shows me so and so's watching, and then you come up with your comments on the YouTube. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, counting down from 10. Counting down from 10. You still there, Mum? 7, 6. We're doing it a bit slower on the counting down because otherwise you wouldn't be able to, just in case, you know. 5, 4, 3, 2. 1, 0. So Carl Jones has won that. Still there. Love you, Mum. Carl Jones has won that. Sailing, Bunsey. So we've got to add Carl Jones to the list and do him an envelope. Right, so you know what you've got to do, Carl. Get yourself a bit of paper now, just in case you bet on anything else, bid on anything else. Hi Ian, you look different from this side of the tech, Maria. Yeah. I think it looks the same to me, but so you know what to do, Carl, dear. You've got to send me now. Get a bit of paper and now write down. I've got a note here. You've got to send me 10 A to Z 10p's. I don't care what ones they are. They can be all the same letter. They can be 2018, 2019. It doesn't matter. But you've got to send me 10, right? And then this will be coming out to you. You got it, Carl? I'll send you a Facebook PM as I haven't got a clue. No, don't do that, Carl, because I don't answer Facebook. You've got my number, haven't you? Because you're a customer. I'll recognise your name. So send me a text. What you've got to do, it's nice and easy. A to Z 10p's, regardless of date, 2018 or 2019. But A to Z 10p's, you've got to send me 10p's. You got it? You understand that? You've got to send me 10p's because that's what you want it for. You want it for £1, but you've got to pay that pound with 10p's. A to Z's. That's what you've got to send me. You got it? I want to make sure Carl's got it, because if he hasn't got it, then we'll have to do the auction again, like we did earlier. As long as he's got it, then we're all right. Where can I find your mobile? I have the coins, not an issue, just need your address details. So, as a customer, you should have my number and address. My address is on the website, at thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com. I think my address is on the Facebook page, and my mobile number is on the Facebook page. I think it's on the site, and it's certainly on a compliment slip that you've got from us. And any parcel that you've got from us, there's generally a TGBCH sticker on the back. Got it? So I'll put that in there, and you can get my number. And if you go and get a pen and paper, I'll give you my phone number. Get a pen and paper. Tell me if you've got a pen and paper, because you'll need that to write down what you owe me anyway. And then I'll give you my phone number, and you can write it down. Right, and then you can text me when I come off. Okay, we'll post that tomorrow. Yeah, that's cool. You might buy some more yet. So go and get that bit of paper, and then I'll give you my number. And then you can text me after I come off and Warren comes on. Yes, I've spoken many times with you, just not bought anything as yet. But I'm saying the path. Okay. What am I going to do about that one? Let's see. Okay, Carl, can you see that there's someone commented above you and it was Busy Lizzie? Can you see that? Can you see her comment? I appreciate you might have wet fingers. I'll get you ready off the website. Yeah, cool. I can, yes. Okay, cool. So I'm quite happy, Marie. If you want to just type up my phone number, you can see the comment, and type up my phone number. That will save me doing it. Or get into the address. But it's on the Facebook page anyway. Okay, so she'll put the number up. You can text me after, and then we can chat. All right, Carl? That's that. So Carl Jones is down to 10. He's there. Yes, Disney Princess. I was talking to Facebook then. Trying to talk to both, but I wanted to get that one sorted. Right, so chat hasn't crashed. I'm still here. Still 39 of you. A couple of people just went off. And I'll do a little treat for Casper. Right, so you won't be able to see this one, Carl, so just bear with me. Now remember, unless someone sends a little bit of something by the super chat, he's going to sit there and he ain't going to have it. Things that way. This. Do you want a treat? This is our party trick that we like to play. He's gagging for it, but he won't touch it. Not until Daddy says he can. And I'll let him have it when one of you types that up to tell me to let him have it in a super chat payment, which will go towards mental health, to helping somebody with that can't afford therapy. You just be patient. Oh, look at that. Now I wonder who it was that couldn't resist. Go on then. Good boy. I never ever get tired of that trick. I'm about to go to bed, says Carl, watching a dog ball bouncing around my screen. That was Casper's treat time, Carl. So who do we say a big thank you to then? I bet it was somebody like, I couldn't see anything on the screen. All I could see was the colour came up, and then I knew that a payment had come through. But I'm guessing it was either Scott Donaldson, Steve Fraser, or John Gamble. And my money out of the three would be on John Gamble, because I think he's a big softie. Look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. Thanks, John. That's brilliant. My Family Collects has just finished recording a new video, so keep an eye out for that. Nice to see you back, Warren. Coin Cupboard, I was trying, didn't have it set up on my phone. Oh, was you trying to make a payment, Coin Cupboard? Thanks, Andy. It's a little way of getting in a couple of quid, isn't it, for a good cause at the end of the day, you know. And I enjoy it. I think I have fun with it. I do. I have absolute fun with it, because we show people that all the time. It's plastic. We show people that little trick all the time. It's just, he's been so good ever since we've had him. You know, you teach him something and he's there. Hello, Bungle. You just missed Casper getting a treat. It was great. It went on for ages. Well, it must have felt like ages to the people watching it. It wasn't long for us. We kept him waiting 20 minutes or so, but it kept waiting for ages, and then John Gamble caved in and good boy. Go on, Huck. Go and settle down now so Daddy can do his job. Alright. Because Daddy's got a lot of envelopes here all over the floor, and they're not full up anywhere near enough. Have you posted the packaging for the Gruffalo with a letter of provenance? No, Aaron, we haven't sent any out yet. They'll be getting sent out over the next week or two at the moment, if you tune into Warren at 9 o'clock. last night at 9 o'clock and today at 9 o'clock. Warren is unpacking 700 odd Gruffalos, so we've got all of those going out over the next week or two. Carl Jones, what's the score on Silver Paddington as I'm starting to wrinkle? The Silver Paddington won't get auctioned, Carl, unless we've got 60 watchers. Hello Mark, nice to see you. Once we get to 50 watchers on YouTube, and we've got 44 at the moment, so once we get to 50 watchers, then 50 people watching, then I'll put up another silver proof. If we get to 60 people watching, I will put up a Paddington silver proof. And a little while ago, somebody got a bargain of the weekend, and they got a silver proof for 8 10p coins. 8, and they got a lovely silver proof for that. Beautiful silver proof. And all they paid for it was 80p. Bungle gave you a shout out too, Warren. That's great. Thanks, Bungle. Alright, let's have a little look. What's in this box here? There's a sealed bag of Hastings. Battle of Hastings, 1066. Was that 2016, wasn't it? If memory serves. Yeah, 2016. So there's 20 coins in there, uncirculated, and I'm looking for a bid of 1 10p for those. Now I would sell them at £3 each. Well, I sell them at £2.95, good condition I think it is, so uncirculated would be £1 extra, so £4 each. Retail £4 each, you're looking at 80 quid's worth of coin there. If you sold them for £2 each, you're looking at 40 quid's worth of coin. If you sold them at £3 each, you're looking at 60 quid's worth of coin. Carl Jones is bidding 10. Are you bidding 10 A to Z 10p's for this bag, Carl? Yeah. Sorry to be, you know, confirm me, but I need to get it right. We might be straight in at 10 here. Carl don't seem like he's messing about. He might be another bandit that's gone out there and got himself a nice big bag from the post office. In which case he's going to give you lot a run for your money. Ha ha ha! Now we got some action going. Carl's in at 10. Carl's in at 10. Hello Mark, nice to see you. Coin Snatcher, 240. Oi, what you got? Come back here. No, cheeky. Come on. Stop you messing about. I don't know where you got that from. Oh, you got it out of the bin in here, didn't you? Stop it. Come on. Settle down now. Come on. Up. Up. Come on. Casper. Right, now settle down. Settle down. You're not going backwards and forwards. So, Carl's in with a bid of 10. No, Carl's in with a bid of 10 for these. So Carl's in at 10. He's got you all. So count it down, please, Chris. We won't mess about. That'd be great, John. I think I've got the gist of your message, but I can't read it. Chris is counting this down. Marie says, hi all, I'm home. It doesn't feel the same on Facebook. And £2 sealed bags after Ian. I don't know if I've got any. I haven't got any £2 sealed bags, I don't think, Carl. Not that I've got sorted out to go into this anyway. 18. So let's just get that ready. Or the next one. Bag of 20 BOH. 14. Tony Murphy did a shout out to try and get us to 3,000 subscribers. He's also going to buy some Alphabet 10p so he can enter an auction in the future. Great idea. Great idea. 11. Counting down from 10. Thank you, Warren. Somebody being a pain. Carl says I only started at 16, so any bags before are useful, or Christmas coins. Yeah, I've only got. I've sort of grabbed loads of stuff ready for tonight, and this is sort of part of it. So, if you mention something that I got here, then I might bang it up. 8, 7, 6. 5. Ian Stevie B bid, did he? Hang on then, stop there a minute, Chris. Just stop there a second, Chris. Stevie B, did you bid? I was looking for it, I couldn't see it. The bid is 10 on Facebook at the moment, Stevie B. Did you beat 10? Say no if you didn't. Stevie B bid 11. Okay, so Stevie B bid 11. And we missed it halfway through the countdown. Okie dokie, count it down again, Warren. From 11, from count that down from 20 again. Chris, that'd be great. John Gamble, Bungle, you missed it earlier today. I even sang your theme tune in the Bungle, the mighty Bungle. Lady M wins again. Excellent. Okay, so we're counting down from 20, and Steve's in with 11, and Carl is straight in with 12. Stevie B. Carl is in with 12. Start the countdown again, please. Kian, we're bidding on a sealed bag of Battle of Hastings. 50p's. I know you don't want to go out. You're just being a pain. He's missing his mum, that's what he's missing. I'm giving too much attention away. Right, so Carl's at 12 and Chris is counting down from 20 again. Thank you, Chris. And so that's a good one. When we do this one, I'm going to do something a bit choice. Everything's a bit choice, isn't it? But I'm going to do, this. No, they're like rocking all stuff at the minute, Marie. We sold out of the ones that I'd put by for the mystery selections. They just sort of got slaughtered yesterday and today, so they're gone. So it's now a case of getting them off eBay or Amazon or anywhere else you can think of at the moment. Try the other sites, eBid, CQ Out, Bonanza, all these other sites are worth looking at because they're all, they haven't got as much people watching them. So the word's already got around eBay because of you bandits over the last 48 hours. But it hasn't got around on the other sites, and it hasn't got around on Amazon, so you'll probably find them just as cheap on Amazon. Counted down from 12, 13, 14, so we're down to nearly 10. Where you go, Chris? There we go, 11, 10. If you can get them off the Royal Mint site or Change Checker cheap enough for on them, I would say grab them there. 10, 9, 8, 7 coming up. 6, and that one's nearly down. For a fee, I will go to the Royal Mint and buy them. Well, there you go. Just go to the Royal Mint, get your 10p's. Why for a fee? Go and get your 10p's, come back here and offer them. Someone will snap your hand off. It's the same as a fee, isn't it? Okay, so well done, Carl Jones. So that's, how many was that? 12, wasn't it? So Carl Jones now goes to 22. And Battle of Hastings sold for 12. That's 22 you owe me now, Carl. You got that one. You're welcome. That's yours in your envelope. Next item coming up, something a bit choice. Get you going a bit. Let's get you going a bit. Let's get a little bit of something going a bit faster, shall we? Let's roll, as I nearly need to be getting out of this bath. I bet you stay in that bath another 20 minutes at least. What we got here? I got a rather nice 2011 Cardiff. Oops. 2011 Capital Cities Cardiff. And it's in pretty spanking condition, I would say. It's nice and gleaming. Look at that. It's not knackered, circulated. It is nice. It's not quite good enough to put in an uncirculated pile because it is circulated, but you can see that it is tasty. Right, bidding starts at 3. Carl Jones has bid 3 coins for that. So you're straight in at 3, guys. 2011 Cardiff. Anyone want to beat 3? Come in at a higher number. Popcoin King, Stevie B is in at 4. And you can, if I hold it there, look at that, you can see it on both screens. Ocean Gems Jack is in at 5. Got the Capital Cities logo, you can see there. I can see it's Cardiff. So there's no way that this isn't, I'm going to mistake this, put the wrong one in. It's Cardiff, for definite. And the bid is 50p so far, I think, isn't it? 50p. Let's count it down. Ian, I'm going through some £2 looking for errors. Can you explain what to look for? Well, there are so many errors on the £2 that it is difficult to explain. That's something that, you know, you're going to get to grips with over several months. I mean, I still haven't got to grips with the amount of errors that there are on £2 coins. For example, the Belfast, you've got 2 or 3 different errors on there. But the most expensive errors, or the ones that we found to be more, shall we say, more monetarily choice and all of that, is when you're looking at the rotation errors. So you hold the £2 coin, right? You look at the £2 coin. Now for me, I always chose something at the top. John would choose something different, but I would always choose something on the top, right? Because that's where my eye is. My eye is at the top of the Queen's Egg. And then you spin the coin over like that, right? So you're looking at it on the Queen's Egg like that. What's the bidding down to, by the way? The bidding is up to 5 for this with Ocean's Gems. So Ocean's Gems is winning this on 5. So you look at it on the edge like that. You keep it. That's how I do it, and then you spin it round. Now, if you get a pile of the same £2 coins, Bungle, and you can, the best way to check this is go for a pile of £2 coins that you've got the most of to start with, right? And then look at those £2 coins and always pick, you choose, but you always pick the same spot on every single coin, right? To look at. That's your guiding spot, and then you spin the coin round. And it should be exactly the same on every single coin, every coin. Joan Lambert, hand is too high. Oh, sorry. right? And on every single coin, it should be exactly the same when you spin it over. But then every now and again, you spin it over and you notice that the rotation is off. Now, the more that rotation is off, the more it's worth. If it's off by sort of, it would have to be a minimum 5 degrees before I would bother with it as an error. And I call them rotation errors. So it would have to be more than 5 degrees, otherwise John wouldn't class it as a rotation error. And I went by John's eye. And then the more it rotates, the more it's worth. So if you get it to rotate 180 degrees, then it's worth the most. And you're looking at it could be worth as much as 150 quid, depending on which coin it is. And the value of that rotational error will go up on the rarity of the coin. So if you had a 180 degree rotational error on a Northern Ireland, now you're talking really, really serious money. You're probably up in the hundreds and hundreds, because there ain't going to be that many of them, because there ain't that many of them to start with. Do you see what I mean? Your other hand, well, this one. Sorry. Anyway, that's the one that we. Bungle, do us a favour, or would you just text Dean at My Family Collects for me and tell him I can't answer the phone? He's ringing me and I've got to switch him off. You know, unless he wants something urgent, because he's the one setting up the Twitch. So if he wants something urgent, I will talk to him. Anyway, so who won this? I think this went to Jack, didn't it? To Jack with 5, I believe. Yeah, Ocean's Gems, Jack. So, Cardiff, £1, 5. Where's my Ocean's Gems lady? Jack. Just put that in your. Don't know if that's any better for you, mums. Disney will go nicely with the Edinburgh one. Ian, My Family Collects wants to discuss time slots and a few ideas for the 24-hour corner fund. Okay, Warren, just tell him that you're coming on at 9, aren't you? And we'll organise a couple of auctions and stuff, so I can do a phone call and that. So tell him to talk to me sort of 9:15, 9:30, if you would. What's next? Here's one. So this is a sheet of all uncirculated coins, and at the prices we sell them for on the site, that's 215 quid. 215 quid and 9 pence. Pardon me, it's the price we sell it for on the site. So, and it's all listed here. So it's all listed, what they are, and the price that they are in 2019, right? So you could actually put them away as they are. They've all been sellotaped across the top so they don't fall out. And I'll read off what's on here so you can know what's on here, but all of them are in uncirculated condition, and the large 50p's, if they're uncirculated, have likely come from sets, right? So you've got some 5p's, you've got some 10p's, you've got 20p's. Look at this. I'm getting you to pay me in 10p's, and I'm putting something up as a prize that's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's got 10p's in it. That's a bit daft, isn't it? Never mind, I've done it now. Carl Jones, sorry, Mrs. coming to help me wash parts. What are the coins? Olympics? No. I might put another Olympic one up in a minute. I'm going to do this one first. Give you time to let your wife wash the other bits and dry the other bits that ain't wet. So I'll read off what's in here in a second, and as you're starting to bid, right? Ian, can you show the base proof Newton from earlier, please? The base proof Newton. I've already put it in the envelope, whoever won it. It'll be one of these. The Newton that it was earlier, it would be in one of these. It'd be in one of them. Right, so let's have this one up. Andy Walton 10 AS. Right, we're going on this, are we? What's AS stand for? Right, so all this lot. Right, so you've got 10 in here, 10 10p's to start with. Oh, so it was Bunce. I did wonder when the guy said base proof. What is a Bunce coin then? Yeah, well they call it base proof metal because it's not silver. So base proof is like base metal. Base metal is all the coins that we have in circulation. It's just called base metal. And base metal proof is something that you get in a set and that kind of thing, so it's a better quality, but it's still base metal. It's not until you get out of the base metal that you get into silver. No, base proof is a different coin, Ian. Well, you probably know more about me on that, but you know, in my head, I call that's what like they call the suppliers when they talk to me. They call this base metal. You know. I mean, you probably have base metal circulated, base metal uncirculated, base metal Bunce, base metal proof, base metal something else, probably. But it's all base metal. That's how I sort of look at it. And then you go up from base metal to silver. Anyway, just a little quick cheeky one. Catch him with his pants down, right? It's already got 10 10p's in it. Now, on top of that, you've got 5p's. 2013, 14, 15, and you've also got 20p's, 2011 and 10. You've also got an uncirculated clasp Dan's. You've also got an uncirculated from a set 1992 Britannia, right? And the 1993. No, they're not the dual dates. You've got the two Britannias for 92 and 93. So they're expensive on their own. You've got a Falkland Islands, you've got an uncirculated WWF, which I would sell for about a tenner, 10 or 15 quid I think now. Then you've got a 13, a 14 Shield, a Battle of Britain, a Hastings, a Peter Rabbit 2016, a Stagecoach 50p uncirculated Isle of Man I think it was. Then you've got the €5 Austrian coin, 2019, which a lot of people went for that this year, because it's like a 50p. And then you've got an uncirculated pound, 1986, which was a hard to get year anyway. And a 1994, uncirculated. And an uncirculated Shakespeare £2. So you've got all that lot on there, 30 coins uncirculated. 215 quid's worth, priced up. So, and we're up to a 13 from Andy. So Andy's winning with 13. And the guy earlier auctioned it as base proof. Are you saying you don't want it then, Ron M? Is that what you're saying? Because if you don't want it, I'll just put it up again. I don't mind. Don't want anybody like not being happy. So if you're not happy that it's one of these and you was expecting something else, no problem, I'll just cancel it and I'll put it up again. But you have to tell me. Andy in a cupboard is bidding 15. So yeah, that's one that caught me with my pants down. So you can have that. If you're happy with it, Ron, cool. If that's what I'm trying to. Oh, just saying he got his wires crossed, and a few of us did ask, not trying to cause it. Okay, got it. Okay, yeah, I just wasn't sure. Oh right. Well, I get on all right with Carl, so if I'm sure Carl will be happy, but if just in case he ain't, he'll get in touch and he'll let me know, as all of you do. You know, that's how we do it, isn't it? If you're not happy, you let me know. Marie, £5, the only way I can help at the moment. Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks, Marie. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. I will make sure that that goes into the kitty. Someone is going to be really chuffed, and they ain't going to know how we raise the money, which is just fantastic. You know, they're just going to get advantaged, you know, one day, and they're going to get. Ian, is this the same sheet as the raffle? Yes, it is. I had another one. I made 10 up. And I've sent a few out as in mystery parcels because I was a bit busy, so I grabbed one of these. So yeah, I went and grabbed one of these out of next door, and I thought I'll chuck that up as a cheeky one, but I forgot that I didn't realise it had a load of 8 Z's in it, like a wally. So that's a funny one. Yeah, no, that's fine, Ron. I was misunderstanding myself, mate. Ron saying wasn't trying to start anything in, just curious. I know you would sort if the guy wasn't happy. Yeah, no, I was just because I hadn't quite followed all the comments, so I was trying to catch up without reading all of the comments, really. You know, and I wasn't really getting it, but I am now. Just heard my name come up. What was that, Ian? Nothing, Carl. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Ah, no, you're not global, are you? You can't be global. Are you global? No, I was talking about a different Carl. I've got a few customers called Carl. That's all it is. Anyway, we're on this. Yeah, exactly. No, it's a different Carl. Uh, right, so we're on this. It has 10 A to Z's in it. It does. But I'm not going to pull out. I put it up, started reading it, realised my mistake halfway through reading it. But you know what I'm like. You know, Fezzy. I'm not going to pull it out. Let's just put it up. So, you know, this is one of those that's going to go for a song. Because those 2 coins on their own are got to be into the 20 quids each, I would think, if memory serves me correct. You know, so you ain't going to go far. Whoever wins this, it's a nice little collection. You've got some little smally ones up here, but you know, whatever collection you've got these coins already. You just replace it with these ones because they're nice. Or here's an idea: if there's somebody that you're thinking about in the family, youngsters, kids, friend, relative, whatever, that you're talking about, thinking about getting into coins, now this would be a nice Christmas present. Think of it that way. What a lovely Christmas present this would be for someone that's into coins, or just starting out with coins, and you give them a page of uncirculated coins to start them off. Popcoin King's up to 16, and Chris, if you want to, we'll count it down. Why not? 17 coin. Andy in the cupboard's up to 17. So you can't go wrong with this. I think this is just a bargain. I mean, you just got to deduct 10 from whatever you're bidding, ain't you? So Andy in the cupboard's bid 7, really, isn't he? You know, he's going to get them for 7 at the end of the day. We were selling them for 20 coins each in the auction earlier. Just didn't realise what was in it. So you're getting a result. You're getting such a result. I might need to have a smoke. I mustn't do that. My mum will panic. Sorry, Mum. I forget. My mum will panic. She will. I showed my 17-year-old half a p earlier. He was amazed and could not believe we actually used them. I saw a video. I thought it was so funny. I saw a video. There's 2 kids. They've got to be about 16-ish, right? Mum and Dad's there, got the video on them, and Mum and Dad have set up an old phone over there with a dial. Remember them? Where you had to press the thing and wait for it to go all the way back. And then you do another number. As it would go back. These 2 kids spent ages trying to work out how to use the phone. They couldn't work out how to use the phone. Mum and Dad were videoing it, had themselves in stitches. I remember using those phones. Stick your finger in the hole, round, They had no idea how to use the phone. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know they was looking for buttons to press. They didn't know what to do. It was so funny. You've seen it. It's so funny. It really is so funny. Just the thought of like a couple of grown-up kids not understanding how to use a phone when it was just, you know, to us in back in the day. Them phones were cool. Probably sell them in a retro shop now for loads. Yeah, loads of money. Loads of money. All them phones that got thrown away in the old days, chucked in a skip, worth loads of money. I'll tell you something else that's worth loads of money that you bypass in a skip. When you see somebody take a door off its hinges and chuck it in a skip and it's got all that plate glass, yeah, in the top of the door, that kind of thing. You have no idea how many front doors, complete with glass, get put in containers and shipped over to America. Honestly, you have no idea. Loads. My mum says, my mother, your grandmother, that's my nanny Lou, used to buy a bag of sweets for a farthing. My nanny Lou, bless her, she used to buy a bag of sweets for a farthing. How about that? And I remember days of the old penny. I remember being a child with my mum and using the big old penny as currency, you know, for the shop and all that. Before 1971, I remember them. So we're down to who's winning. I can't work it out. We're down to 4. Who's winning? Who's winning? Come on, don't let it go for silly monies. Who was the last bidder? 1. Gone. Who won? Whoever won, you're going to be happy. On YouTube, how do you see comments or make a comment? What you do, Carl, is on YouTube there's a button there and it says live chat. Click on that and it will bring up the comments section. Popcoin King Stevie B won it on 18. Stevie B, that is the second one that you have really, really got away with. But being as you're an original bandit, I suppose we ought to let you. But, you know, 2 results like that, and both to Steve, both to Popcorn King. Sheet of coins 18. So, yeah, okay, so we're up to that then. Let's go and put that like that. Stevie. Might need a bigger envelope for you. Everybody gets to see what you've won, Steve. Look. What'll be interesting, you know, is when you get these parcels, you lot, right? If you do a post and cite and add up how much the retail price is of all the items that I sell them for, not the retail price of the cheapest you could buy them for, but the price I sell them for, and then write down how much you paid in 10p. You got it, Carl? You seen it? You hit that button and you're in. That parcel is getting big. It is. Ian was a Hawkins, but I was saying Newton by mistake, so I said I would chuck in a Newton to Global Hunter. Oh, I see. So this is one of those ones that we was talking about that was a bit of a mistake. That's all right. Me and you will catch up tomorrow, and we'll straighten all that out. And you ain't got to worry about sending me anything, Chris. I'm not having you paying for it. You're there doing me a favour, and you're not being paid. So that's no worries. You know, we all make mistakes. We'll sort that out tomorrow, and whatever it is, you know, if it needs another Stephen Hawkins put in because we did the wrong one by mistake, no problem. Sonia Safari, hi, I'm new to CoinTube. Hello Sonia, nice to see you. So, Carl Jones, I can see you and subscribe, but not got a clue where this live button to push is. Should be under the screen of the video, and there should be underneath that. There's normally a button. There's a couple of buttons, and it says live chat or something like that. But you want the one that's live now, or you're getting the one that's live now because you said you can see me. So there is a button there, or there should be a button there that says live chat somewhere. You know, and when you get on the screen, under the screen, you've got like the adverts of all the other videos. So if you're into those adverts, you've gone too far. It's literally just on the line of the bottom of the screen somewhere. 2.94 subs. So Sonia, how this is working is your Alphabet 10p's. Does it work on a phone or is it a desktop thing to be able to comment? No, it works on a phone, Carl. So Sonia, how it works is, search £500 of £2 coins, no rotation errors. You sure you did it well shown? Well, you know, that's a silly question really. Then I don't think I would guarantee to find one in a £500 bag, but I would say within 4 bags you'll find one. I'm surprised you haven't found a rotational error of some description, even if it's only by 10 degrees or something. If it's on Internet Explorer, then it won't work. You have to use the app. I'm into the other videos too, yes. Okay, yeah, so if it's on Internet Explorer, then maybe it won't work, Carl. 2.95 subscribers showing now. 1,340 subscribers in the last 30 days. Wow, that's pretty good, isn't it? Mustn't grumble with that, really. Mustn't grumble with that. Maybe there's a lot of people that, you know, even though they ain't necessarily commenting, maybe there's a lot of people that sort of feel the same. You know, a bit fed up. Who knows? Maybe they just like my shirts. John said I would be selling my shirt tonight. He said if we get over 100 subscribers, I would sell my shirt. But I don't think we're going to get 100 subscribers. So I'm safe. Ian forgot to mention my Frankenstein Bunts come the other day. Thank you, very pleased. I'm grateful it got there in the end. You was at 600 odd before the 2019 rabbit stunt. Yeah, it was. It was. My favourite coin, Mr. Nobody, has to be, because if you ask somebody what their favourite coin is, generally speaking, it would be the one that is their favourite that they've got in stock. And I mean, you know. How can that not be my favourite? But it's not quite my favourite. I've got another one of these upstairs. Yeah, you didn't know I was going to say that, did you? What was there? How many of these made? I've got 2 of them. Well, actually, I bought 3 of them because more than that. Actually, I bought about 6 of them, but sold a couple. But anyway, but that is one of them. But I think my absolute most favourite coin that I own at the moment is a gold-proof Cook. I've got a gold-proof Cook upstairs, and I think that's probably my most favourite coin at the minute. They've all changed jobs to work for you, Ian, from the Royal Mint. Excellent. Jack Martin, 18 or 19? I think it's 18. It could be 19, but I think it's 18. I don't know. I'd have to go and look at it. I can't remember. £2 coin, yes, Andy. It's upstairs. Do you have a gold-proof Jemima? No. No. Yeah, it's upstairs. And I'm sure you wouldn't want to bother looking at it. I mean, it's difficult to see on a camera. Would like to see it in gold. I bought the silver proof. Yeah, I can't remember which one I've got. I don't know if I've got the 18 or the 9. How bad is that? I don't even know what the coin is. It could be either or. Something choice. Carl, you got your clothes on yet? Has your wife finished cleaning all your bitses? Right. Getting straight in. Right. Hello, Suzanne. Right, let's get straight in. No messing about. Oh, look, it's 9:10. I'm not even supposed to be on. Warren, where are you? I think Warren's supposed to be on. Let's knock this one off. Jane Austen. Quick Jane Austen. There he is. Hello, Warren. I forgot what time it was. Unless you prefer me to stay on for a little bit longer to make up for yesterday, I don't mind staying on till 10 or something if you like. You're here waiting. All right then, how about we do this one then and I'll turn over to you. Is that all right? So we'll do this one and then I'm coming off the live, which means my phone will free up and Warren will take over. So you carry on back on YouTube on our channel, but you now come off this video and then you'll go on and you'll see Warren logging in. So you go and log yourself in, Warren, and we'll just knock this one off quick. Right, knocking it off quick. Andy Walton's in at 5 for the Jane Austen. Andy Walton's got it so far for the Jane Austen. He's in at 5. And Chris, let's count it down so we can come off. Kian's in at 6. Popcorn just come in at 6 but missed it. Mighty Group, hello Mighty Group, finally cracked it. That might be Cole. We're at 6 for the Jane Austen. 6 for the Jane Austen, and after this one I'm coming off of Facebook. So if you're still there, Mum, I love you lots. Thanks for watching. It's nice. Jane Austen, what are we up to? 6 coins. It is going to be, you know, for those of you on Facebook, I probably won't come onto Facebook later on tonight to do the winner for the gold proof, so you'll have to come onto YouTube. But we'll be doing the winner on YouTube live tonight. Somebody is going to win that gold proof tonight. Paul Radford's up to 7. Paul Radford's bid 7. Paul, please put something after the 7, like Jane. Yeah? So people know what you're bidding. Popcorn King, he just put JA after his bid of 8. A space would help a bit more as well, Stevie. So we're up to 8. Disney Princess, I was first 7. Don't matter Disney now, we're up to 8. So we bypassed 7. Night night, Mum. Love you lots. We've got to catch up. We have on the phone. It's just a one-way conversation and we can't have a chat on here, can we? So we need to catch up. Catch up with you this week. All right. Jack's up to 9. Restart the count. I'll get ready to write this down. Jane Austen. Who's going to have the Jane Austen then? Where are we on Jane Austen? Mighty Group says, what's the situation with the gold proof? The gold proof, we are up to £22 is the bid for the gold proof. Mr. Mighty Group. £22 in A to Z 10p's. 220. And Coin Snatcher is quite happy that no one's bidding anymore. I don't know why he's happy, because he ain't winning the bid. Hello XX, nice to see you. So we started the thingy in again because someone come in at 10. Stevie B, Popcorn King has come in at 10. So far he's winning the bid for £1. Oh, Danielle was in at 10 first. I see. So Popcorn King's come in at 11. Gotcha. Beg your pardon. Did Coin Snatcher not bid 240? If he did, I haven't got it. And that'll be a bit dangerous later on. Coin Snatcher, you've bid 240. When you're placing the bids for the gold proof, please make sure that your bid has been registered. Yeah? Because you're only going to get the ump if you lose. So, you know, Coin Snatcher. 240. Nice one, Coin Snatcher. But everybody, please make sure that you've got my attention and I have put it down. Okay, Coin Snatcher, thank you. It was plain as day. Yeah, it needs to sometimes hit me in the face like a wet fish to get my attention. 13 we're in. Popcorn King Stevie B got in there just before you finished it, Chris, with 13. Left it to the last second. So he's in there because I'm seeing it on the screen before you went to 0. So Popcorn King is in with, yeah, no it's not, Chris. It's because Popcorn King was in with 13 literally just before you put, it's on my screen anyway, just before you went to 0. So we have to start again. So we start at 20. Popcorn King is winning at, what did I say, 13. Is it after you on yours? Yeah, on my screen it's showing as before you. So we'll just start it down again to make sure no one else comes in. Mighty Group says 250, in which case for the rabbit. So Mighty Group, are you bidding 250 A to Z 10p coins for the gold rabbit? Is that what you're saying, Mr. I've forgotten your name now. Mighty Group. You're bidding 250 10p coins, yes. Okay. Would you mind texting me your name so I know who you are? Danielle Sindley is in 14, Jane. God, blimey, you lot. You're not leaving that close. Got to stay again, Chris. You'll have to start again because Danielle just got in there literally just before you finished. So one of you's going to get upset in a minute, I tell you, when you miss it like that. That was close. Makes it exciting. This ain't eBay. Your nutcases, you call me a nutcase. You lot are fruitcakes. But it's good fun. Right, down to it now. Come on, the last couple of seconds, and he's hanging on to. That's gone. Ian's Bay. I did have my own auction site once. It didn't work out very well for me. Right, so that was Danielle at, how many did Danielle bid? Because she came 14. Okay, Danielle, that's 40. I do hope you're going to tell people how much you paid for that. There she is. 14. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, 1 minute. Danielle. Let's put it in a parcel. It's in there, Danielle. Well done. Well done, Danielle. You did all right there. Mum, I love you lots. Love you everything. And I'll catch up with you in this week. All right? See you later. Just logging off of Facebook first, and then I'll log off the old ending live video, share. I don't know how many people watched it yet, but we'll have a look at that in a minute and see what the number of views was. So I'm coming off here now. Please go over and see Warren.